Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is finally time to have a look at our Game Week 4 team selection. But before we do get into that, we're going to have a quick review of how we did in Game Week 3. So without further ado, let's waste no more time and let's get into it. So as you guys can see, Game Week 3 was a week to forget. We got 71 points, which saw me get a red arrow all the way down to 480k. Guys, it's not looking good. But we'll start off with the positive, Erling Haaland. I'm so thankful that I put Erling Haaland in my team in Game Week 1, and I'm so thankful I captained him for his hat-trick against West Ham in Game Week 3. Absolutely fantastic. I love Erling Haaland, man. He's just so good for FPL, and in my opinion, he is definitely proven to be worth that 15 million. But guys, we have some things to talk about because I have a bone to pick with Rodrigo Muniz. Rodrigo Muniz, my friend, you are on extreme fraud watch. Rodrigo Muniz, you are on extreme fraud watch, and I've got a bone to pick with you, buddy. I've got a bone to pick with you because once again, you're missing chances. Once again, you've blanked. But not only have you just blanked, you've blanked against relegation fodder. You've blanked against Leicester. You've blanked against Ipswich. This is simply not good enough from Rodrigo Muniz, guys. It's simply not good enough, and I'm going to be honest. He's very lucky that he's going to be in my team for next week because I've got other problems in my team that need fixing. So Rodrigo Muniz, you are so lucky, but my word, you need to fix up. Rodrigo Muniz has to fix up, and he has to deliver. He has to deliver in the upcoming game weeks, man, because the fixtures coming up for Fulham are looking really good. They got West Ham at home next, so I need Rodrigo Muniz to finally step up. Honestly, I just had to get that off my chest because this guy is proving to be an absolute fraud right now. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll move on. Alexander Isak, he managed to get a goal finally against Tottenham Hotspur. Newcastle, they look really poor. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best of performances from Newcastle, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not convinced by Newcastle's performances. From what I've been seeing on the eye test, they do not look good, and they're not convincing me. But somehow, someway, Alexander Isak still managed to get on the score sheet, so I'm really happy with that. A huge 9 points. We'll take those. We'll certainly take those. Then we move on to midfield. We'll move on to the midfield. Diogo Jota blanking against Manchester United was that hurt me. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt me because Luis Diaz is absolutely cooking right now. Luis Diaz is getting goals. Bro, Luis Diaz is just doing a madness, while Jota isn't really looking up to speed. I mean, when you compare Jota to Diaz right now, they are exactly the same price, and Diaz is outperforming him massively. So that is frustrating me, but I do trust Jota because in previous seasons, Diogo Jota has proved to be a fantastic asset when fit and when available. So I'm going to put my faith in Jota still. I like the upcoming fixtures, but yeah, Liverpool absolutely destroyed Manchester United, and Jota didn't even get any goals or assists, so that was pretty hard. Now, Anthony Gordon blanked against Tottenham. Yeah, like I said, Newcastle don't look good, guys. Newcastle do not look good at all, so yeah, it is what it is. He blanked. Yeah, just not impressive. Newcastle, really disappointing. And then we've got Bukayo Saka. He got 6 points. He got the assist for the first goal that Kai Havertz did score. Morgan Rogers as well, guys. He blanked. It was his first week in the team, so I'm not going to go in on Rogers too much. In terms of the defense, Mykolenko, my word, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry because this guy had a clean sheet all the way up until the 86th minute, and then they absolutely bottled it. Everton absolutely bottled it. I don't know what on earth happened, but I wanted to cry so much because I made the decision to bench Porro and start Mykolenko, and I thought I was so smart, bro. I thought I was so smart. When it was the 80th minute, the 85th minute, I was pointing to my head like this at the TV, thinking, yes, I'm so smart. I'm going to get a clean sheet from an Everton defender. Everyone doubted them apart from me. But oh my word, was I wrong. Oh my word, was I wrong. Everton absolutely bottled it, and I'm just sick and tired of Mykolenko. I really am. But we'll move on to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, he got the clean sheet, which was really nice, and so close to getting a goal as well. My word, if that goal counted, I probably would have got a green arrow, I think. But yeah, so unlucky not to make that goal count. But yeah, Trent is just an absolutely fantastic FPL asset right now, and I'm just so happy with him. So yeah, Robinson, although he conceded, he did get an assist as well, which is really nice. And then yeah, Raya, Arsenal went down to 10 men. Raya conceded. I'm not gonna lie, if Arsenal played the full game with 11 men, I think he would have got the clean sheet, but it is what it is. We move. So yeah, that's like a quick review, a quick summary of how Game Week 3 went. Yeah, a red arrow, so kind of stinky if I'm honest. We've got Amad Diallo on the bench and Pedro Porro on the bench as well. But guys, I want to tell you now, I want to show you guys the transfers that I have made for Game Week 4, because guys, I made early transfers. I made early transfers during the international break. So yeah, I want to show you guys the 2 transfers that I have made for my team. So it's time to have a look at my game week 4 transfers. And guys, as you can see, we've taken out Alexander Isak for João Pedro, and we've taken out Bukayo Saka for the one and only, the FPL GOAT, Mohamed Salah. Guys, I had to do it. I had to do it. I was saying in previous videos, this team needs Mohamed Salah. This team needed Mohamed Salah, so we had to do it, and I moved early. And guys, I don't usually recommend moving early during the international break, but look, I need to explain myself to you guys, and I need to explain why I did it. First things first, I have team value, right? Team value is quite important for the first wild card, and I've already lost money on players like Gordon and Mykolenko. So Mykolenko and Gordon have gone down in price, and that hurt me a lot. So I decided to make the move early for João Pedro to avoid the price rise. So I actually got João Pedro in my team for 5.6 million, and now he's 5.7 million. So I just wanted to build my team value back up, which is why I decided to make the move early. So yeah, and then of course, I just needed Mohamed Salah. I needed Mohamed Salah, so unfortunately Saka has to go. I do think that Spurs away fixture is still a good fixture for Arsenal, but guys, Salah just has to be in the team. It's that simple. The next 2 fixtures for Liverpool are absolutely incredible. And guys, one of the main reasons why this team needs Mohamed Salah is for game week 5, right? It's for game week 5, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why. Because if we look at game week 5, let's have a look at game week 5. So as you guys can see, in game week 5, Manchester City play Arsenal, right? So Erling Haaland, you're not really going to want to captain him. Bukayo Saka, you're not really going to want to captain him, are you? So that leaves Mohamed Salah with the best fixture of the week, and that makes him the best captain of that week. So that's why Mohamed Salah, in my opinion, has to come into this team. So I thought, why not just bring him in for game week 4, have him for the fixture against Nottingham Forest, and then in game week 5 we captain him against Bournemouth at home, whilst Haaland plays against Saka. Palmer plays against West Ham, which isn't that bad, but it's just not as good as the Liverpool fixture against Bournemouth at home. So yeah, that's why I've gone for the man himself, Mohamed Salah. Really important. He's in great red hot form right now. So yeah, I'm really happy with those transfers. And of course, I did consider other players like a Cole Palmer, because I do like the fixtures that Chelsea have, but it's just simply not Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah is proven to be an absolutely incredible asset right now. He's in great form. Liverpool look fantastic. And like I just explained, bro, game week 5, he's just the best captain option by far. So I want him in my team. So simple as that, guys. We also did get Mohamed Salah in before he rose in price. So I did manage to get Mohamed Salah for 12.6 million. And I managed to get João Pedro in before he rose in price as well for 5.6 million. So yeah, really happy with those transfers. But guys, I will say this. Now that I've made those transfers, I think that does lock in a game week 6 wildcard for me. I think in game week 6, I'm going to have to wildcard now, because I'm gonna need Bukayo Saka back, and I'm going to need some more Arsenal assets for their brilliant fixtures in game week 6. I'm also going to need players like Brian Mbeumo, Yohan Wissa for game week 6, because Brentford have a great fixture swing come the start of game week 6. So yeah, these transfers pretty much do lock in a game week 6 wildcard for me. So yeah, we'll definitely be looking at that. Actually, a key point on João Pedro, I just remembered, guys, a key point on João Pedro is that when I made this transfer, he wasn't actually called up to the Brazilian squad. He wasn't called up to the Brazilian squad, but guys, this is why you don't really make early transfers. This is why you don't make early transfers, because now what's happened is João Pedro has actually been called up, and what happened is someone actually dropped out the Brighton squad, and as a result, João Pedro got called up as a replacement. So that does scare me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I don't expect him to play with the Brazilian team. I don't expect him to get any minutes, if I'm honest, but it still does scare me, because now he's gonna come back pretty late, and as a result, he may even get benched, or he may not get 90 minutes, which is a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, I had to go early. I had to build my team value back up. But anyway, let's have a look at my game week 4 team selection. All right, guys, so let's have a look at my final game week 4 team now that these transfers have been confirmed. So in goal, we've got David Raya, and for the back 3, we've got Pedro Porro, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Robinson. So okay, I'm not gonna lie, this defense might not do that great. I've got Raya against Spurs, and I've got Porro against Arsenal. Yeah, it's not looking good, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I can just pray for is a 0-0 draw. That would be absolutely amazing, guys. A 0-0 draw would be fantastic. But yeah, I'm not really expecting points from Raya, and I'm not really expecting points from Pedro Porro. Maybe an attack in return for Porro would be pretty nice, but then that means Raya would lose his clean sheet. So yeah, just the 0-0 draw would be pretty much be perfect. And do I expect a 0-0 draw? Absolutely not. Yeah, so I'm not really expecting points from Raya or Pedro Porro. However, Trent Alexander-Arnold at home to Nottingham Forest is a great fixture. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game, and I'm hoping Trent can deliver. He is an FPL asset waiting to explode, guys. The goals and assists are going to come. I'm telling you right now, man. So I'm really happy with Trent. And yeah, hopefully he finally gets those attacking returns. And then we got Robinson at home to West Ham. Fulham defensively, they're not the greatest, right? They do keep, conceding goals, but Robinson gives you that attacking threat, which is why I absolutely love him as an FPL asset. So West Ham at home is not too bad, and I'm hoping Robinson can continue to get those attacking returns. So yeah, I've got 2 good defenders there, 2 bad defenders for this week. So yeah, not too bad. It could be worse. But we'll move on to the midfield, guys. We've got Diogo Jota, Anthony Gordon, Mohamed Salah, and Morgan Rogers, guys. I'm feeling good about this midfield. I'm not going to lie, man. We've got Mohamed Salah in there, our new signing, expecting some goals and assists from him. That would be absolutely fantastic. Of course, the Liverpool double up as well with Diogo Jota. So yeah, I'm hoping Jota does start after the international break. I expect him to start as well. Same with Mohamed Salah. Of course, now Champions League will be back. So, Champions League will be back. You could argue that Jota might not start, but I don't see it happening. I don't see Arne Slot changing things up, considering the fact that Liverpool have played 3 games and won 3 games. So yeah, I think Jota's pretty safe for a start, even with the international break and even with Champions League midweek. I still think Jota is safe for a start. Anthony Gordon away to Wolves. Wolves aren't looking too good defensively. I'm going to be totally honest. So there is goals in that game for Newcastle, but then on the flip side of things, Newcastle aren't looking good as well, especially going forward. So it's going to be an interesting one, but I am hoping that Gordon can deliver. I'm hoping he can get some goals and assists in that game. But like I said, Wolves have conceded quite a fair few of goals. So yeah, hopefully Gordon can do the business. And then Morgan Rogers at home to Everton. My word, we are going to be feasting in that game. We have to be feasting in that game, man. Morgan Rogers, you must. Morgan Rogers, you must deliver against Everton at home, because that is a fantastic fixture. That is an amazing fixture. Everton are absolutely stinky. They're absolutely smelly. I just expect Aston Villa to absolutely destroy them, all right? They're at Villa Park. They're at home. Everton are terrible. Morgan Rogers, you must. It's now time for you to deliver. It is now time for you to deliver. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I'm not gonna say anything more. But if Rogers cannot deliver at home to Everton, then I'm not gonna lie, things are not looking good. All right. So yeah, Morgan Rogers. Hopefully he can do the business. And then guys, for the front 3, we've got Rodrigo Menez, João Pedro, and Erling Haaland. And yes, that's right, guys. Erling Haaland will most likely be my captain at home to Brentford. I think that's a great fixture, and I think Brentford defensively aren't the greatest of teams. All right, they're not really that good defensively, if we're being totally honest. And we just know how much of a beast that Erling Haaland is. So I expect him to do the business once again at home to Brentford. So yeah, I could captain Salah. I could maybe even captain like a João Pedro, but guys, if I'm paying 15 million for Erling Haaland, I just have to captain him for the good fixtures. It's just as simple as that. So yeah, Erling Haaland will be in the will be captain for me. And then of course we've got João Pedro, our new signing at home to Ipswich. Of course, I am worried. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I'm worried that he might not start. I'm worried that he won't get good minutes. But yeah, all I can do is pray. I've already made the transfer, and that's a consequence for making an early transfer. But I did explain to you guys the reason why I did it. I wanted to build my team value back up because I've lost money on players like Anthony Gordon and Mikalenko. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm hoping he does play. I really am. But yeah, if he doesn't play, worst case scenario, he doesn't get any minutes, then it's not the worst thing in the world. I do have Amad Diallo playing against Southampton on the bench as my first sub. So again, it's not the worst thing in the world. If João Pedro doesn't play, then Amad Diallo can come into the side against Southampton, which is a pretty good fixture as well for Man United. But yeah, then we've also got Rodrigo Menez at home to West Ham, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm going to say it again, guys. Rodrigo Menez, you must. Yes, you, Rodrigo Menez. I'm looking at you, my friend. I'm looking at you. I already said you are on borrowed time, but West Ham at home is a fantastic fixture, so you must deliver now. You must deliver now. West Ham at home is a great fixture. I've watched them and they do not look good defensively. So Rodrigo Menez, you must. Rodrigo Menez, you must. That's all I'm going to say on that, man. I really do hope Rodrigo Menez can deliver. He's getting the chances, guys. And the thing is, last season, he showed that he can be relatively clinical. He showed that he can get goals. He can get goals. So Come on, Rodrigo Muniz, man. Please, I need you, bro. I need you. Please, man. And he's actually quite low owned as well. 8.7% ownership. So yeah, Rodrigo Muniz, man. Hopefully he can get the job done. But on the bench, we've got Fabianski, Amad Diallo, Mikalenko, and we still got Barco. He's going to be in the team until we wildcard. So yeah, the bench isn't too bad. Amad Diallo will come on in case anyone doesn't start. But yeah, I'm feeling relatively confident this week. Hopefully I can get a green arrow, guys. Hopefully I can get a green arrow. But yeah, I am looking really, I'm looking forward to this game week, man. Hopefully we can get back up towards, you know, the 100k mark. That would be absolutely fantastic. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. That is going to be it for my team selection video. I really do hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to smash a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, that's it, man. I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, I'm out. Peace.